It's your girl, Young Kiyama, aka Mischief Mistress, aka Young Julianne Stingray, aka Sienna, and who are y'all?
And this is your second host, Josh, aka JC. And welcome back to episode 74. Is it still 74?
75.
Really?
Yeah. 75 was the one.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, 75, and we're back with another episode with another special guest. Honestly, should we make it where it's like we give a title to our guests after they like, you know what I mean? Like they're a reoccurring guest, and I don't know, just like a certain title where we can just give them like
A title, let them know.
You part of the squad,
part of the
now,
lore.
something like that.
Part of the lore? That's a good question. We'll think on it. Anyways, introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. It's me. I'm back. Your boy, Quay, a.k.a. Young Adamisk, a.k.a. Admiral Adamisk, a.k.a. I'm trying to decide if I should order this taco pizza or just get a regular cheese and put some, like, vegetables on it.
Taco pizza? There's a thing with that?
Yeah, I'm trying to order for this is no paid, this isn't paid advertising, but Stoner's Pizza. I'm trying to get on that. Right.
You trying to get on that?
I'm trying to get on that. So
okay.
Do they show you like visuals of how it looks?
Yeah,
it's just like,
they show me. Yeah, they show you visuals.
Because I feel like that would be a scam if they just taco pizza.
Mars taco. It comes with beef, jalapenos. We got some pizza sauce, mozzarella. They sprinkle some taco seasoning on that, and it comes with a side of lettuce, tomato, and sour cream. Now, if like my only concern is right, the marinara mixed with the taco, right? Is it gonna mess up my stomach?
Yeah,
Is it gonna mess your stomach up? That's a good question. Plus the grease.
Yeah. It's gonna be I'm ordering a large, okay? I'm a little big boy, okay? So I'm gonna need a large.
Okay.
All right. So there's gonna be a lot of pizza, right?
I know about eating a lot of pizza. I get it.
So I'm gonna.
There's a notorious story of me accidentally eating 36 slices of pizza in 6 hours.
I felt that.
Josh was there. They didn't allow me to eat anymore that night.
Yeah.
They said I was banned from eating.
Bro, when we came back to the box, it was just like, where the food goes.
and then PJ goes, I think I seen you leave the room a few times. I'm like, yeah, but I didn't get that much pizza. And Josh goes, nigga, then where'd all the pizza go?
Not adding
bro.
Up. It just wasn't adding up.
Yeah.
And then I did the math in my head. I was like, oh my god. I ate all that pizza.
Bro, what pizza place was this?
My father's place. It was one of those big ass 48 slice, 36 slice pizzas.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Well, a piping hot my father's pizza, no paid advertisement, no fresh out the brick oven. My father's
that's what I'm saying.
Pizza, now
they don't know about that. Yeah.
Okay,
but I demolished one of those, and like I later realized, holy shit, I ate all that, and I didn't. And I was somehow, by a miracle that maybe even be divine, I had no stomach issues afterwards.
That is insane. That is actually insane. Yeah, I was surprised. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you took like a corner, like a few, but like
like 6 or so. Yeah,
because it's like we all.
But I somehow had somewhere between 24 and 36 slices.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, that is, I ain't even.
Where all that food go?
That's crazy. It's gone.
And I remember one of y'all. I don't remember who it was, but one of y'all looked at me and was like, "Where does it all go?"
I think that was PJ. Because PJ was like laughing too. Like,
PJ was laughing. He goes, "Where does it all go?" And I was like, "What you mean?" He goes, "You small as fuck."
How'd you down that whole box, bro?
I was like, it just tasted good, bro. He goes, "You're like 90 pounds."
gluttony from Full Metal Alchemist. You got that void in your stomach. It just goes away in the ether.
Yeah.
Disintegrates.
And now I struggle to even eat 1 meal a day.
Damn, I ate it 180, bro. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
God damn, 36. I'm so glad my taxes came in, bro. $36 fucking for one pizza.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Okay, it's
Is that before tax and like, you know?
Oh, this is, you know, I'm doing DoorDash. And so this
DoorDash is just extra expensive too. That's
well, yeah, DoorDash also adds extra.
Yeah.
They tax you like 10% or something.
It'd be okay. You know, it's Stoner's Pizza joint. You know, it's worth it.
I've never had it, actually.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the public sub. It's like, damn. You ever had a pub sub?
Nah.
What is that like? Hold on.
A sub from Publix? Ari put me onto this, okay? Can you know?
Ari put you on?
Oh,
shout out Ari.
Shout out Ari. Bro, like, oh God, I was so, you know how Josh's neck is mad after writing that beat, bro. Like, I was mad when I took a bite out of the Publix sub, and I'm like, in all these years of going to Subway, you know, expensive ass Jersey nights.
Yeah. Oh, rough.
Firehouse.
Oh,
I'm not even a big sandwich fan, but I can tell you that Firehouse and Subway are mid.
Bro, like, I could have been just going across the street, Publix, give me a Publix sub for cheaper.
Bro, is your phone notification the League of Legends sound?
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh my god.
In the same type of time, and I got like a video game sound effect for all my shit too.
Bro, didn't it used to be Bleach, didn't it?
Yeah, it used to be Bankai.
Yeah.
And then before that, it used to be Ashisogi Jizo.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Real OGs, remember?
Yeah, but now it's update my life, right? Last time I was on the podcast, I was taking a real estate test. I finally passed. Now I'm a business guy. Gotta have a business ringtone, right?
Yeah.
But it's not really a business ringtone because if you know, but it's something quick, short. If I'm in a conversation, boom, it goes off. No one cares, right? The other ringtones, it goes off for like a good 1 minute, right? Stops conversations. You know what I mean? So I had to get something that can keep the flow of conversation going, right? I had to get a new wallet. Because I'm a degenerate, right? I didn't really think about it. I got one of those hentai wallets.
Yeah.
And so I was at work, right? I was doing this is my first day. I'm on the computer doing the modules and stuff, and it was talking about sexual harassment, and it was just pictures and stuff like that nature could be considered sexual harassment. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get a new wallet. I'm finna get a new wallet pretty soon. Now that I got paid. But I'm finna get a new wallet and we just gonna do that, right? Because I'll be real with you. A couple of weeks ago, I went to my auntie's book signing. You know what I mean? I was passing out my business cards, you know what I mean? And
yes, sir. Yep.
Like, it was kind of crazy me having to pull up a wallet with some anime girl, So I was like, you know what? Hey, that just don't make me double down on I need to get a new wallet. Okay, so that's less offensive. I'll still keep the wallet, right? But because I like the imagery and it matches my hoodie. It's like the same.
Yeah.
But if it's business, I got my business wallet. If it's pleasure, I got my pleasure wallet.
I got a question because maybe we can get into it like later or whatever. But I wanted to know how is that experience like just starting off as like what do you call real estate person is it sales representative or something like that, or what is the actual name and all that?
So basically, I could just we can go. Unless you guys had something you want to say.
Do you? The question is, do you want to do the save this for after we do our starting segment so that we can just have shit to talk about later?
Yeah, we should do that.
Okay, all right. Okay, well then, Josh, I got a fucking question for you.
Yo,
how you been? Also, that was kind of a crazy hook. I'm sorry to cut you off. That was kind of a crazy hook. How we started the conversation. We're like, yeah, later on we're gonna be talking about. That was kind of crazy.
That was kind of like a pump fake.
Yeah, that was kind of. Y'all gotta stay and what?
Yeah.
Looking ass boy.
You thought.
anyways, Josh, how you been?
Man, it's been mid as fuck. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and be like. I think it's just levels. And I probably discussed this before on the pod, but there's levels to when you get at a certain mindset, and when you get comfortable. And I noticed that I have been getting comfortable and grateful because at the beginning of, I would say, uh, maybe the second week of January, but I'm not too sure if I even talked about it when we first came back on the pod, but it was pretty rough. I was trying to juggle um, a second job with my schedule that I have now. And if you guys don't know, I work at a radio station. And ever since we got a new boss, it's just been shit. It's been going downhill. This nigga just destroyed everything. I used to be getting $1,000 a month, bruh. That shit is gone now. Damn. So it's like I'm doing the same amount of hours, kinda, when I was getting $1,000 a month, but I'm getting lesser pay. So it's like half of that shit. And it's like as expenses build up, you get older, you got a lot of other responsibilities, shit like that. It just, it piles up. And I was like, let me get a second job. Let me see what I can do. And juggling a second job and then at the same time realizing I'm a fat bitch. I need to goddamn lose some weight. And obviously going to my doctor's office appointment and my doctor was just pretty much saying like, yo, if you don't lose weight, bro, you dying. So I was like, okay, bet. And I don't know what it is. Health scares just like put me on like a complete 180. And I literally just didn't want to work out because I wanted to wait until I got more financially stable because of the fact that there's so many like factors when it comes to money trying to like lose weight, and I'm the type of person that like if I'm gonna do something, I go all the way in. I don't have shit. So yeah, ever since then, lost like over 20 pounds so far, on the grind, doing this shit, going to the gym every other day, doing certain workouts and shit. Obviously I gotta make food and hit macros and shit like that too. And then on top of it, I gotta do YouTube, you know what I mean? And then school. And now we're dealing with like clients who are fucking a pain in the ass because they want me to do free shit. And they keep saying, hey, you can do this, it can be a part of your portfolio. And I'm like, bro, I got enough, nigga. I don't need I don't need another one. Like, you ain't gonna scam me out of free shit. Like, I'm done. I want to get paid, nigga. Like, I'm at my breaking point. I am literally at my breaking point. And so when I'm realizing like all the, I guess the troublesome shit that I've been going through in the beginning of the year, and then now I can get too comfortable and forget why I should be grateful and cherish the people around me and the important moments, during this process. And so I realized that, but then, again, a sharp pain is still pain, right? Like, even though there's, the overall picture, I'm okay, I still have minor issues that still just feel like it's getting to a point where it might just grow. And one of it is just getting the fuck out of the house. Because I'm not
that's a big one
bro.
for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I'm sure everyone in this call can relate, but getting the fuck out of the house is top priority now. I was in that rush at first when I started college, but now I'm like, yeah, no, this is bad. Yeah. So, yeah, I say that all to say that I'm all right. Trying to keep it consistent, not trying to go too hard on YouTube, just take my time, not overwork myself. Yeah. But yeah, we working. I'm just patiently waiting, bro. That's all I can fucking say, dog.
Damn. All right. Quay. What about you, my G? How you been?
Oof.
What's been happening?
Well, as I started my new job, really because and I'll go in more further depth like later on when we get to the conversation. The real estate stuff ain't really been panning out right now, so
Right.
I had to
Because you
get a
gotta
little.
build up. You gotta build
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta get a little 9 to 5 real quick. So, yeah, I started working at home, the home decor store. Actually, like before, I don't know, was I working at Walmart when I recorded for the podcast last? Or nah, I was still at GameStop. Interesting.
You were still at GameStop, I think.
Well, I had a short job at Walmart, right? All I can say is, listeners, okay, don't think you're gonna go to the deli, right, and take one of those honey mustards, right, and everything. Don't think they're free, okay, because they're not.
Right.
Okay, I'll just say that because I'm pretty sure I've probably signed some contract. I signed a lot. Look, I signed a lot of stuff I don't read. Okay, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I don't read shit.
Yu-Gi-Oh player, Dragon Ball fan.
Look, okay, if
I
it
can
don't got
relate to that.
pictures, and if your name ain't Rick Riordan, I am not reading it. Okay, look, it's just is what it is. So they probably got me in so many. I probably ruptured the contract just by talking about alluding to honey mustard. I don't know, but all I know is, look, it's not like I took the whole thing. I only took 3, okay, and I didn't even leave the fucking store. Right,
Oh,
I went to
damn.
the back room and ate fries. Okay, I didn't know you had to pay for them. It's just honey mustard. It's literally honey mustard, and it's not even that good.
I was just about to say, like, it's not even that good, bro. Like, y'all really peaked up for that shit, bro. Really?
Wow. I didn't know that you had such a deep-seated lore moment about honey mustard.
Bruh. That's crazy.
That's absurd.
Bro, I got. Oh my god, the Walmart cops. They're on me. They're on to me.
It's okay. The Adobe Ninjas have been after us a few times as well.
But
Ain't they closing down? Like Walmart?
Walmart? Wait, what?
Yeah, I saw an article a few days of like a bunch of Walmart stores are shutting down, like from the major cities.
Oh, as they should. And
Dread.
but that's probably why they were on to my ass about that 75 cent.
Damn. 75 cent.
75, bro. I think it was 75 cent, bro.
Shit like Julius from Everybody Hates Chris. That's 75% worth of honey mustard.
Right there, okay, bro. I'm telling you. But other than that, yeah, everything's been pretty good. You know what I mean? Like I just kind of. I got a phone call. Hold on, my bad.
Got a phone call.
We briefly stop you guys with this intermission.
With this brief intermission. Fucking.
My bad. That's my pizza lady. She said she coming in 15 minutes. But other than that, yeah, I'm like everything. I'm just I'm just kind of living. You know, I'm just taking it one day at a time. That's all you can do in these
sometimes
days.
you gotta. Yeah, sometimes you gotta.
I mean, keep
slow down so you can keep moving for later.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's respectable. That's respectable.
So Kioma.
Yeah.
How you been?
Man, oh man. How have I been? So, I've been working on some fucking content recently, I'll say that much. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow, I'm doing a whole Master Duel speedrun stream, okay? Speedrun to Diamond. I got a nice little branded deck. We're gonna see how long it takes to get from Rookie to Diamond, okay? I got some videos in the works about Soul Eater, because I finished Soul Eater. Next manga I'm reading is, I started rereading, but I had to take a break because I've been working on shit, is Beelzebub. Probably do a video on that. That shit's goated as fuck. I want to do a video on 2 Dragon Ball videos, one for hate clicks and one about why Beast Gohan's actually a sick transformation. I want to do a video on Attack on Titan and be low-key political with it and piss people off.
Love to hear
Let's
that.
see. What else? I'm really working on these Soul Eater videos. Oh man. I feel so good about the Soul Eater videos I'm working on. Been dealing with some characters. I'm sure you guys know where. I've been dealing with some characters. I've told you guys about 1 or 2 of them. I've been dealing with some dare I say transphobia, as is the usual.
Oh no.
Yeah, pretty common L, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think what else? Oh no, I've been chilling though. I got a lot of stuff I'm working on. There's a lot of stuff that I'm actually like kinda happy with, so we're good. And then I've also got that other thing I've been working on. Josh knows.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of work. Unfortunately. Oh, and I've been playing a shit ton of Melty Blade. Been going stupid on Melty Blade.
Nice. Who you playing?
You had to guess. Take a guess. Who you think?
Dang, I gotta look at the roster. Oh, well, it's that one grappler guy.
Quay. It is Coma. You're right. It's Coma. I play Coma.
You wanna know who I play?
Who do you play?
Guess.
You play, there's a few options, right?
Okay.
Knowing you.
Okay.
You could play, what is it? You could play Demon Noel. Possible. It's possible. I have a Demon Noel. You could have a, let's see. I'm trying to think. So you play a girl. Because you play girls, I know that. Trying to think. Do you play... Oh. Who's somebody that would figure play? Do you play Powered CL?
Okay. I played. I think her name's CL. Yeah. The girl with the blue hair. Yep. And Vlov.
Yep, Vlov's your playstyle.
Yep.
You play the best character in the game. Pretty cool.
Well, back when I played it, like
Gotcha.
honestly, I haven't touched that game in like a year.
Damn, I've been playing it a fuck ton recently though. I've been going crazy on it.
It's got cobwebs and shit all over it.
Damn.
Yeah, do the whole, like in the movies,
Yeah.
you go into the attic, you find that little thing, it's dusty, you gotta dust it off, you gotta. That's me.
Yeah.
That's people's Xbox Series S.
Oh shit! A new card came out. Okay.
Oh god.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of creatures, Josh.
Oh my god.
What do we have for comment?
Oh man. Well, actually, let me see before I start. Being disappointed as usual.
Comments never like us. Pretty recurring theme.
Okay, we don't have any new ones on
Okay,
YouTube.
bad. Okay, we're good. Oh, you said on YouTube. Fuck.
Those are the best ones.
I was hoping you just said, yeah, no new comments. We didn't even have to worry about comments. I was like, oh yeah, I don't gotta be disappointed today.
Well, you are correct. We don't have any new
Let's go! No disappointment today. Just go straight into tech. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Keep it up.
Keep it
That's crazy.
We don't want this to even be a segment anymore. Come on.
That is
sick of every time we record. I'm disappointed because you guys are never gonna top this guy. This should be you guys' last episode. You guys are never gonna top that.
Comment Hall of Fame. I'm gonna have that shit plaqued.
Get it tatted on your forearm.
You gotta put that on the same plaque that you put the paragraph of the guy calling you the hard R in it.
Oh my god, not. I don't want to plaster it on my wall.
You did something wrong. You had to do something wrong. He typed a paragraph just to get that message across, bro.
I don't know if
you did something wrong.
Did probably offend that nigga. Because it was not, skin color was not enough for that nigga. He said
no, it was like a full. He wrote a full essay, and the essay is literally a Russian translation that basically is just the hard R.
Just different ways to say the hard R, and like there's one there's just like a full-on sentence. I think it's a run-on sentence if I remember.
Yeah, correct. And at that point, he's typing all that. He's typing all that. You did something wrong. I don't know what you did, but you did something wrong.
I'm inclined to believe it.
I'm inclined because he went through the effort. He went through the effort to type it.
I used to be an English main. Let me go ahead and look at it. Let me get a look at it.
So let me look at it.
Man, if I had it, if I screenshot it on Discord, maybe I could find it. I think I did when I sent it to Sienna when I first saw it or some shit.
That's messed up. Was it in February? It
was like last year. I don't know what. I think it was one of the Everlasting Summer videos, and I was not expecting that. I was just, I was like, oh, okay.
I got a
comment. And then okay, you know what? Hold on. I do have it. I think what we did though is we put that in Google Translate, and it just went crazy with the translations. That's what happened. So hold on. Let me actually bring it up. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm not bullshitting here.
This is wild.
Yep, there it is. Oh, you know what? I took out the translation, but this is what it translates from the Google comment thing. Hold on, let me send it to you guys. And okay.
I remember we memed this shit for like a month.
Right. That shit was insane. I'm like, bro. Boom. I don't know if it's in there. It is.
That was the translation.
Yeah. Oh. And if you go on Google, hold on. Let me see if I can fucking re-engineer this shit. I'm about to show y'all that I ain't crazy.
Oh. I like how matter of fact it is. Oh.
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 One of those.
Yeah, there it is. I found it. So let me boom.
Man, that's what I'd be saying. If you're gonna be racist or like bigoted in general, you can at least be funny.
Exactly, that's the thing. If it's funny, then it don't matter.
Like,
there we go. Look at the bottom one, bro. Look at the bottom one. You have to do something wrong. That has to be your fault.
Why is there a hyphen?
It has to be your fault, right? If somebody types all that out, that has to be your fault.
The sentence was longer, but I just found a way to like just put, the regular N word and translate it. But this is initially what it showed. And the sentence was long too. So I was like, how the fuck is this bitch long as hell in Russian text, and then in English is just like, oh, what?
Oh.
Dude, bro. It's like, why?
All right.
You have to. You see what I mean? Like you have to. If you're calling me that, I'm the one that did something wrong. You know what I mean? Like you're going through the effort to type that.
Man.
I must have just fucking disrespected his whole lineage because I don't know what I said. I don't know what. I must have just said "Privyet cocktail." That's how you say "How are you" in Russian. I must have said that wrong. I must have
said it wrong, and it said
stupid Russian. Filthy fucking stupid Russian dumb cuck. I hope
get your hands up on Ukraine.
Yes, I must have said that, bro. I don't know why. That's just no way. No way. This is the translation. That's insane.
The One Piece isn't real.
The One Piece isn't real.
Oh.
Oh. All right. Okay. Josh, go to tech. Go to tech.
Go to tech.
Go to tech. Go next, bro.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Fucking shithole.
People just be saying shit, bro. You saying shit for real.
Quay, sometimes you just be saying shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, bro.
Bro.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Well, I can bring back some tech that I
using the recording that didn't work.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, the first one is this is a site called I Buy Direct. I had to really go search around because I've been trying to get new blue light glasses, and like the ones I get are really cheap, and sometimes they break or just wear and tear. So I found I Buy Direct, and yeah, it's pretty legit. I got the ones that guys could probably see on my recent videos from there. I will say it is kind of expensive, at least when you check out, because the ones I got was like $20, and then it came out to be like $50 when I checked out. But I think it's worth it. I mean, I have a big fat ass head, so that shit fit. it slid in smoothly, you know. So I was like, you know what, we fuck with this. So yeah, that's the first one. Oh yeah. Also, Catalyst Edit is a fucking hoax. It's a fucking scam. Don't even try it. Because in the last episode, the lost episode, I literally was just dick riding it, you know, because I'm here for any new editing program that's not fucking Adobe. But I'm not gonna lie, this shit is actually old. This shit is older than us, all of us combined. I'm not gonna lie, because like when they fucking made this shit, they literally have the same updates since all those years ago when they made this fucking program. So like I was sitting here thinking like, oh shit, this kind of like smooth a little bit. Now I'll give them credit; they kind of big brain because they have a lot of things that I think, obviously, they made Vegas. So they're gonna have some of the OG Vegas things that make Vegas Vegas, which is adding effects to tracks. I think that's the main thing, in my opinion, that really stands out of all the editing softwares. But really, yeah, it beats Adobe by a mile, in my opinion, when it comes to those features, because it also resembles Adobe as well. But at the end of the day, it's still kind of outdated. When you try to load in VST plugins or effect plugins like Sapphire or whatever, it doesn't load everyone. So it is what it is. It's old. So I'm just gonna let it be known. Don't try that out. But I will say Sony does have the Creator Cloud. So if you're a photographer and you don't use Canon cameras and you use Sony cameras, or you don't want to use Adobe products to take your pictures and transport it to Lightroom or whatever the heck, Sony does have something similar to Creative Cloud, but it's a little bit, scuffed. They just only have stuff for like photographers. So, but they make it easy where if you take a picture from your Sony camera, the newer ones, you get to literally send all the photos to the app on your phone, And if you have a phone editing app, a video or a photo editing app, you could just, go from there. So it's pretty seamless. You don't have to transfer, do all that bullshit. Um, so yeah, honestly, I would recommend that if anyone has a Sony camera. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I really don't have anything else for tech.
But and we did establish before the podcast that we have no idea what's been happening because shit ain't really been happening. So,
I will say I have been keeping up with the AI shit. That's the only thing I know. That's what's fucking going on. I don't know if you guys want to get into that. I'm not too sure.
Which one?
Well, first it started off with like I'm just naming like the strand of just AI news, but I don't know if you guys heard of the Bing AI shit.
No, I haven't.
Okay. But yeah, pretty much if you guys don't know, obviously AI is taking over nowadays, and Chat GPT is kind of like the token AI chatbot that everyone talks about. But of course, like competitors and people in the business, they like to get a little, in
Wait,
their
Bing is trying to make a.
Yeah, so you know how Microsoft owns Bing, right?
Yeah.
So they said, "Hey, let's make our own chatbot, but let's make it biased as fuck."
Okay.
Yeah, and let's make this bitch have a personality.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. They fucked that. Yeah, they fucked up and had
Yep.
to shut it down, didn't they?
Yep, and it was like it got to the point where it was saying some anti-Semitic shit.
Yeah.
to the like it was really cringy. It was just like denouncing anybody who like insulted the bot and like said, "Hey, if you don't stop right now, Mark, I will leak your public IP to the world, and then I will call the cops on you for copyright and I don't know, some bullshit about like stealing data from, I guess, because the person who was I guess the reason why this was even blowing up was like hacking the bot, and it was kind of telling the bot like, "Hey, I'm hacking your shit. I'm taking certain things," and it just got really defensive, and it just started throwing like angry emojis after every single thing. It's like, "I don't really like you, Mark," or should I say, Mark Williams? Like it would just say the person's full name and like let it know, like, I know you too, nigga. Like I got your data too, bro. Like I will spill that shit to the public. I'm like, damn, bro. Like this is how y'all go out on first day one, bro. Like this is it, bro. It was crazy.
I think I like him.
I kind of like him too.
Right? He's pretty cool. He's cool.
Don't tolerate no bullshit. That's all it is. Tolerate
no bullshit. Look.
Play your fucking game. See what happens, bro.
I will slam a satellite at your house. Keep on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, try my shit.
You think Mario was cool when he did the 2 meteors, bro?
Try 80 of them bitches,
bro.
All of the niggas.
Try all of them.
Hit your window right now.
I will blow this bitch. I will air this bitch out right now. Quit playing with me.
Count to 10. It's happening. Like, bro, what the fuck? Nigga send you like fucking images of your household. It's like, bro, hell no.
Deep fake your mama put her ass on the hub.
Yeah.
Deep fake your mama.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, it's crazy. That's so insane.
Nah.
New way of dealing with the ops. I'm gonna deep fake your mama and sell those videos on the internet.
And I'm gonna make the money, bitch.
Yes, sir. You ain't making not a damn dime off of that.
People laughing at your mama. Talking about her titties sagging and her cooter is dry. And I'm profiting off of it. What you gonna do
That's
now?
Crazy.
How'd that make you feel? Stupid?
That ass it can do that? Yeah.
Bro, I mean, most likely it's AI.
Yeah. But I think upper echelon gamers made a video about how Chat GPT before all of Bing shit, but he made a video about how Chat GPT is actually biased. And it really got in-depth detail about it. I can link a video if anyone's interested to know what like the details, but pretty much to TLDR it literally like was kind of biased towards certain political parties when asking for said data. And that's where a lot of people don't know that sometimes these AI chatbots may give you an opinionated like standpoint
Yeah,
versus
because
just
the
the factual
people
information.
that program these things make money off of
Exactly.
promoting those.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
necessarily the information from the AI, it's the information from the person creating the AI essentially.
Yeah, and that's
Updating the
dangerous
AI.
for to be
Yeah.
using Chat GBT as like a tool for whatever information you need it for,
Yeah.
especially with referencing. So
Be careful out there.
yeah. Man, my stance is look, I'm cool with the idea of using AI as a tool. I think the thing actually works. Like I saw the Bing presentation for it. It seemed pretty cool. Like when you're searching up shit, it will like bring up the actual like citations if you're trying to do like an essay or some shit.
Hmm.
Um, so it's like the idea of like having AI to power certain things that you do that clean up work. That's cool, but like my nigga, like we don't like why do we got to go to the extreme about it, bro? Like, is it necessary, dog? Really?
We getting there, but we not there yet, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was like the first of it, like what I saw. Um, and then next, which was like the anime AI shit with like a
Oh
Netflix
yeah, I saw that
documentary.
the AI filter
I don't know if
that
you
Oh
they
yeah,
were
saw
using
this,
for it.
Quay.
the president's doing not president, like these people doing rock paper scissors.
Yeah, it was Corridor. It was Corridor Digital.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah, they were doing they were using an AI filter for the video. It's a very well produced video.
yeah.
I don't think it's that steep. They just use AI as a tool to stylize their video. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
exactly. Yeah,
whatever.
but I think
People conflated it,
yeah, there is like the side of people like just criticizing the idea of like doing that, and
and there were
then
people
there's the
dick
actual
writing it, saying this is the future of animation.
yeah, exactly. And then I think even Corridor was kind of saying the same thing, and it was like I
Yeah.
think they were also stealing certain frames from another anime
Yep.
to like make it. And I watched a Ludwig video where he talked about how like there
Yep.
was another dude that like actually did kind of similar the same thing, but he made his own like hand drawn animation like frames and stuff like that, and
Yep.
then use the AI to do that. So that's where it's like put in work and then let the AI do all the like the fucking grunt work. Like, why is
Right.
that a hard thing to grasp? I don't get it.
To play devil's advocate here, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Because this is just and like I'm not like for or against anything. I want to preface that
Yeah, with
now.
AI,
But
I actually am indifferent. I don't think it's like the worst thing of all time because acknowledge the usefulness of it. But I
Yeah.
just hate how people conflate situations involving AI.
Right.
I mean, in general, I'm more pro AI, but
Sure.
like
Yeah.
when it only really because I play Mass Effect. So,
Right.
but
Of course.
anyway,
Of
so
course.
but
Trying to fuck robot bitches. I get it.
but my first like thought when you were talking about this, Josh, was like how hip hop or how like well basically yeah we'll just keep it with hip hop, but like how hip hop would just take another like sound, like remix it, and then like just sample it.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
You use it as a sample. It's like, well, couldn't you use that same argument as why it's like okay for hip hop? Couldn't you use that same argument for this AI? That's my question.
That
Like,
is a good argument.
what
That
do you
is a
guys
good
think
That
about
is a
argument.
that?
good argument. That's good.
I
And it's hard to put. It's just the fact of the matter that it's hard to put value on art of any
Yeah.
kind. So it's like it just inherently causes problems when it comes to stuff like that.
yeah, because I think what makes it distinct for difference for me is that when you're doing AI art, it's like, you got the actual artist putting in the actual work and creating that art. And then you have, like if you're making a beat or you're taking a sample, yeah, you might be taking something from those things, but then you're like recreating it and switching it completely, putting in work. So in a way where I think it's dope as fuck that like you can do that and take like maybe like let's say they want to take a reference from an anime
Mhm.
that's already been animated and then use that as like a starting point to then I would think, okay, you would use that as a starting point and don't let that be like just consistent as your style or like just let that just overtake creating that art because you're trying to actually make the art. So if you
Yeah.
use that as a reference, then just build upon that and then make what you can make from getting inspired from that instead of just like saying, okay, let me just take this shit and then just plaster it on each frame and let AI just do that, you know?
Yeah.
That's where it's like, damn, bro, like, why you gotta low key just take another nigga's art like that?
But here's another thing. Here's another thing. All right, and I just thought of this. Okay, this is
Mhm.
the same realm with hip remixes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So so like what if, okay, now bear with me now. What if this person who created it, they pretty much just took a whole like scene from anime, right?
Okay.
Just like and just AI to fight it, right? But when they post it, right, they're like, yes, they like acknowledge that this is the scene from said anime, right? But
Mm,
I wanted to make it AIified.
okay.
So like basically marketing it. If they would
Okay.
have, do you think the
I don't think it's as steep then,
yeah,
because you don't claim it as something that is your own.
yeah,
Okay.
I actually acknowledge that. Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
yeah. I
Yeah, no,
acknowledge
yeah, that
that.
makes sense. Because yeah, you're also like as long as you put like where credit is due and you set out your intentions for whatever
yeah,
you're making, yeah, that makes more sense. Like that would
Because,
be more like
yeah, like promoting it as transformative shit, right? Promoting it as transformative content where you're taking something and trying to find a way to do something new with it. It's like, yeah, sure.
mm,
Right? Like, I don't think that's that steep. But the concept of passing it off as,
your own.
something that is entirely your own type shit, that's when you get into weird territory.
mhm. And I think and like you said, to piggyback, if you wanted to like say take a part of that or make that as your shit, I feel like it has to be, I guess, in a way where like it would have to just be that reference. Like I don't know. It just feels different if you're just letting AI just completely do the work versus at least trying to do something. At least do something. Because if you just let AI just go ham, all we got to do is just put the green screen and just act out the fucking moves, and then AI just gets to just do all the animating work. Like it would be different if it was like this was your style. You gave the AI like a reference of your own style that you already made, but you're just taking someone else's style and then combining with your footage, letting AI just do all the work and passing it off as like, oh yeah, nah, this is all our shit. It's like, okay, maybe the idea and like what you're doing in the video may be like, okay, this is you, but like the style of it and the actual work wasn't by you. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah,
feels, I don't know, it just feels unnatural to me.
It
Um
shows that you don't have passion in what you do. Like, there's no heart to it.
yeah.
you know what I think it is.
Eh.
I think we're just getting old.
Are you getting old?
Yeah.
No, because I'm like you. I actually am for AI. I'm for the development of AI. Because I
Mm,
recognize the usefulness of it.
This is why I say this, right?
Yeah.
Because it just seems like, right, that pretty much each generation has this big thing that's like new, right? And that we
Yeah.
have to like tackle, right? For like, but with the next generation, it's just like it is what it is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like people are more likely to be like, oh yeah, that's just there. That's a thing that happens, you know. Like us,
Yeah.
the
I see
internet,
what you're saying.
you know, and stuff. And I feel like this is going to be like AI is going to be
What the internet
the
was for us.
what what for the the next generations going down the
Yeah.
line, because I really like I'm like I'm very pro AI. Do
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm to the point where like, look, I'm looking in the future. Once AI has sentience, we have to give them rights. You know what I
I
mean?
agree.
We
Yeah.
don't need
Sure.
we don't need another. You know, if my Mass Effect heads out there, we don't need another Quarians. Okay, we don't need that. Okay, but
Okay.
we don't need no Geth. We don't need no Quarians. We don't. Let's not even do that. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I
And
agree.
and I feel like, yeah, this is just a thing that's gonna be more prevalent because it's gonna be cheaper. You know, once that technology is like made more readily available to companies, right?
Yep.
They're just gonna buy it out, okay,
Right.
and they're just gonna like start making movies with AI, making music with AI. You know,
Yep.
everything's just gonna be AI because it's cheaper. You don't have to pay for AI. You know what I mean? You don't have to pay them like royalties. You don't have to pay them anything.
Right.
You just pay for the I'm guessing the code for it, and then so that's maybe like what, a couple mil, right?
Yep.
And out of that mil, you
Yeah.
just profit a lot off of that. So now we just have to think about the ethics in like pretty much drawing the line when it comes to like what to do or what not to do when it comes to AI. But I'm saying this not saying that everything's just gonna be like full throttle AI, right? There's not gonna
Right.
be human,
Yeah.
because
Of
I feel like
course. Because I feel like that just inherently cannot happen.
yeah, because like us humans, we're just artistic. You know, we've been doing paintings and stuff since our inception, right?
Yeah. True.
So, you know what I mean? We're still gonna be doing doing what we do, but we have to realize, right, that there is going to be another entity within that artistic space,
Exactly.
right? We don't have to fight against it.
Multiple types of beings can do like
Yeah,
artistic thing. Like let's say like AI does reach that point, right? They're saying like say we're all like 50, 60, old as fuck, and then AI is like, yeah, no, people like there's like AI entities that now like have sentience, right? And if that happens, right, then you know, like what's the if we're acknowledging them as living beings, what's the problem with them also doing art?
yeah.
Like that it's something that we innately do, and if it makes it's like it's its own thing. Where it's like if it's something we innately do, then why can't other beings innately have creativity?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's interesting. It reminded me of a conversation I was listening in a podcast of how like if there was a way or studies proven that, let's say, not eating meat will somehow save the world from, you know, doom in the near
Anything.
potential
Yeah.
future, right? Like,
Anything.
would you become a vegan?
Yeah.
Switch to that lifestyle? And I didn't really think out of it first, but I was like, you know what? I probably would. Because I think the idea of trying to do certain things just because it's always how, like, it's just always have been just the way it's been set. Uh, it just feels very regressive, and that's why I'm like, you know what? If I know for a fact this can aid in pushing our future to more uh lighter outcome from any potential doom,
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, and I
So,
think AI has the potential to like save people's lives with,
Mm-hmm.
in hospitals, medical fields, shit like that. It's like fuck it, whatever. Who cares?
and I guess the that's my one thing. It's like, you know what? If this is what it is, let's not sugarcoat it. Say it with your
Right.
chest, this is just what it is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and unfortunately, we're always gonna have to deal with the bad factors, just of having AI, and then how
Yeah,
it's gonna
but
evolve. There's always gonna be
okay.
bad people. There's always gonna be
Let's flip the script for a
things
second
that will
then,
make it
right?
worse.
Let's flip the script for a second. Let's say, like me and Quayle were saying, there's a point where AI reaches sentience, right? Them having done art and things of that nature since their inception, does that not inherently make them more likely to be creative? Right? Does that not make them inherently more likely to, potentially be more, like, if it reaches sentience, right? If it reaches that point, to be more human, right? Have passion for creating things.
If it is completely sentient, I think so.
Yeah.
So at that point, would it not just be better for the future as a whole then? Because you're promoting thoughts of creativity at that point.
So what do you mean by like
To
promoting?
play devil's advocate for like AI art and shit.
So like,
Granted, I don't like that shit, right? That's not like I don't like the concept of AI art and taking people's shit, right? But I'm just saying, bear with me for a second.
you would think
For
like right now the AI art is promoting thoughts of
no,
creative, or are
but
you
I'm
talking
saying
about
later down the line, because
later
Quay
down?
brought up the
Okay.
point that we, since our inception, have been inherently artistic. There's cave paintings. There's, people. We're always trying to find ways to design new things to wear for people, stuff like that.
Pottery,
right?
Shoes.
And so it's like, if shit like that is happening, like, who's to say that this isn't the beginning of that for like AI later down the line?
Right.
Right. And I think that that's a really interesting concept, because I think the development of AI to a point of that level, if it's made to coexist, is not inherently a bad thing.
Okay.
Granted, at this point in time, the nature of it is ethically fucked up because it's stealing other people's work.
Yeah.
And it's also executed terribly and used for people's own gain. And it's cringe, dare I say.
Right.
But it's just a thought to have, right? Where like later down the line, what does this mean, right? And like AI is already advancing other fields, so who's to say it can't advance the fields of the art? You know what I mean? Yeah. At some point in the future, like we're at the beginning of where it's like, oh no, everything's being taken and used, and like people aren't doing their own work and shit. But who's to say later down the line it can't be a tool to help artists because of for whatever reason that ends up being, right? Because there are people who have been doing medical advancements with AI in the medical field for years, and like some of our greatest breakthroughs in science have been in the medical field, and recently at least. So it's like shit like that, where it's like how innately bad is a thing if the long-term ramifications of it aren't fucked up. And like, it's a very weird thing to say, because that's a very ends justify the means type thing, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's, as of right now, AI exists as a tool that people use for their own gain.
Right.
And I feel like that can be changed to be something that coexists or helps people in different fields.
Yeah.
And I feel like because nobody's had that thought process or tapped into that yet, that we aren't getting as truly far with AI as we could.
And this is all before we crack quantum computing and stuff.
Exactly.
Like that. So like, especially like, and I feel like especially once we start doing like more like quantum computing is like more readily available.
Yep.
Right. Then like the art that AR does produce is going to be on a whole nother level.
Yep. And it could potentially present ideas to people that they are like, present things to people that they had never thought of. Promote an artistic renaissance in humanity, potentially, right? Because who's to say that quantum computing doesn't allow AIs to project images of things that we can't comprehend,
Right.
Like, this is what, X thing would look like in theory, and people get that, see that, and they're like, oh, I could turn this into, like, a story or something, It's just an interesting thought to think of, like, what do the short-term ramifications of, not even just AI, just anything. Like, what do the short-term ramifications of X thing that's happening right now mean in the long term, It's always an interesting thought to have because I'm actually
sentient. That is insane.
Yeah, it's an insane thought, right? And like honestly, if it were to happen, we would probably be old as fuck, right? But like,
kill me then.
Kill me then.
I don't want to see
I don't know. I feel like I feel like it'd be like an interesting coexistence because I feel like the only way because here's the thing, realistically think like people get scared of that idea, but I feel like the only way that can realistically happen is if humanity realizes that you can use AI to like if you can coexist with AI to make things happen like we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Like using AI to like advance things rather than just using it as a tool, because as long as you use it as a tool, you're never going to utilize the full potential of it. Right. Therefore, it could never reach that point.
Like like this is kind of spoilers for Mass Effect 3. So if you haven't played the Mass Effect franchise, it's been like 10 years, man. You're gonna get spoiled. Spoilers ahead, right? So it this what you're talking about, Sienna, literally happened in Mass Effect 3. Okay, so like I was talking before, the Quarians and the Geth. The Quarians made the Geth, right?
Yes,
right.
Sure.
They're AI, right? One of them asks, "Hey, does this unit have a soul?" It was freaking out. It was a war. The Geth, obviously overtake the Quarians. Quarians get off world. Yada yada. Right? TLDR. Right? But when in Mass Effect 3, you get to choose. Do you save the Quarians and by eradicating the Geth, or do you save the Geth by sacrificing the Quarians? Right? However, there is a cheeky little third option that if you're able to get it through Mass Effect 1, you're able to get it, you stay in that path for Mass Effect 2, you get that third option in Mass Effect 3. If you do all the right notes, you can just end the war entirely.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say you didn't do it and you saved the Quarians, right? You say, fuck the Geth, save the Quarians. Tali's gonna be like, yeah, we got our home planet back, but it's gonna take like centuries, multiple generations for us to actually acclimate to that climate again, because we've been in like space, we've been in spaceships for like hundreds of years, right? So it's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna be able to take my suit off in my lifetime. I'm gonna die in this suit. But hey, at least we have our homeworld back. But if you do that third option, right, broker peace between the Geth and the Quarians, then you go and talk to Talia again, and she's like, you know what? I'm so glad you did that, because guess what? I'm going to get out of my suit in like 20 years because of the Geth. Right? They're able to upgrade our suits, and like we're like acclimating to the environment as we speak.
Yeah.
Like the next generation are going to be able to walk around in our homeworlds without the suits, right? So that's like that just goes to show that there is a coexistence that can happen between AI and humanity and or organic life forms. Synthetics and organics can coexist. All right, and I believe that we should be talking about this now with our generation, right? So that next generations, we already know what's up.
I agree, but like I said, the AI could only reach that point if humanity realizes they could coexist. Because as long as the AI exists as a tool, that point will never be reached. Yeah. But it's just an interesting thing to think about.
Yeah. When they talk about
just
AI,
an interesting thing to think about.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Especially if like later down the line they want to kill all humanity and shit, and then they get to like they hear every good thing I've said about them, so they leave me alone. So,
bruh. Nah, yeah. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept. Also, the only reason I don't see that being a reality, the only reason I don't see AI seeing a need to kill humanity is like it's just a waste.
Yeah.
Of resources, right? Because as much as you can say that any X amount of reasons for doing such a thing is like, at the end of the day, what efficient process does that provide? It's like
what would they gain from killing?
Yeah, people? You gain nothing for that.
Yeah.
there's nothing rewarding about it, and it doesn't prevent anything from happening. Because the thing is, anything that lives, right? Anything that's sentient, anything that can think, always has the capacity to do bad or good, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, at that point, it's like, okay, so let's say that hypothetically did happen, even though I see literally a zero, like, not zero, nothing is 0% chance, but like a very low probability of that happening, right? It's like, realistically, at that point, you're just going to have AI that want to surpass other AI.
Yeah.
And then that's going to lead to its own onset of problems. It's like, it's just inefficient to not find a way to coexist with the thing, with like these other living beings, and then potentially like finding ways to better both species. Like, it's more efficient to do that.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that that's not realistic as much as, you know, pop culture makes that like the one outcome.
Like, nah. It's like, if you think about it, do we kill every like animal that we eat? Like, no. Like, at best,
have animals gone extinct and shit? Yes, due to negligence, right? But like, at the end of the day, you can't account for everything. You know what I mean? Like, you can't account for every possible thing that's ever going to happen, no matter what. So it's like, shit happens, but it's not like we go out of our way to do that. You know what I mean? And it's like, I believe, you know, other animals eat other animals, but they never like surpass to the point where they eat all of those other animals. You know what I mean? Like, a lion's the king of the jungle, but he doesn't eat every, you know, let's say like deer he comes across. His hunger is not insatiable like that. So it's like, it's inefficient. But AI is interesting to talk about.
Yeah.
However, I'm not smart enough to know anything on that level, really. So, that being said, the amount of AI that I have seen turn super transphobic is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the transphobic AI.
Transphobic robots goes crazy. That's the title of the episode.
Transphobic robots.
Transphobic robots. That's the episode.
Jesus Lord.
All right, so Quay.
Yes.
Earlier we were talking about you and the real estate and everything. So how, you go ahead and get into it. How's that? Like, what's going on with that?
Okay. So I guess, you know, and I live in Georgia. Okay.
Yep.
So this is going to be the, if like you, the listener, lives in Georgia, this is how pretty much it's going to go for in Georgia. Like, you know, I'm not like saying like every state has its own separate laws, but you know, they differ for some stuff. For me, you know, obviously I had to start with going to like an official class. Luckily for me, I took online classes, and so you would have to pass, you know, your preliminary schooling when it comes to real estate. Then the kicker, the state real exam test to actually get your license. You have to take another test. So it's a lot of tests. Now, I will tell you, okay, a lot of the tests is basically, I would say, math and finance.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
With some state. Well, the majority is going to be like state laws. So really, if you're listening, my friend, my comrade in arms, focus on state laws. Focus on the state. Okay. National, that's kind of easy, but the state, whatever your state you're in, you need to pay attention. And so it took me 7 tries before I passed. Mind you, these are 157 questions. Okay, tests. Okay. And I had to pay for each test too. So they were like 120 each, and I failed 6 times. Right. So they got a lot of money out of me.
Damn.
So, I finally passed, right? When you pass, and then you have to send your license to a brokerage, right? And it really just goes from there. Like, what goes on from there just really depends on your brokerage, right? It just so happens that, excuse me, my brokerage, it's one of the largest black-owned brokerages in the state. Well, I guess in 2 states, because it was originally in Alabama, then they moved to Atlanta. Um,
Hmm.
and they're really good at training their people. So right now, I'm in the mentorship program. I'm being mentored by another real estate agent. Actually, it's the person who set me on this path. The real estate agent that is close to my auntie, and helped my mom buy a house because she was like, oh, she was just noticed that I was with my mom every time they went to go see a house, and there she was like, you ask a lot of questions. I would ask a lot of questions. She was like, you could be my assistant. I'm like, you know what? All right, bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and yeah, now I'm just getting trained, and like I said before, it's not really popping off because at the end of the day, this is your business, right? You may have a broker that you have to work under, right? But that's pretty much only really for like oversight, just to make sure you're like having some accountability for yourself. So it's like your business, it's your brand, so you got to get out there, and you have to market yourself. So right now I'm trying to market towards a like pretty much my generation and military folks, since I live in a military town, and I think that would be the easiest for me. Well, not really say it's going to be easy. It's not easy at all. Obviously I don't have like I don't have, well, I kind of have a client right now, but
Okay.
but it's really just like I won't even sugarcoat it. It's a lot of money right out there to be like a real estate agent. However, it's a lot of work. Okay, so
okay.
and you're not gonna make money like starting. If anything, you're gonna be spending more money at the
So
start
it's an
of it.
investment.
So yeah, you're really investing, right? And for my young people, if you're listening, like you should like actually like start doing it now. Like I am, like I'm about to turn 23 on Wednesday of, well, I think when this comes out, I've already turned 23. Right.
Yes,
Happy
this
early
comes
birthday,
out.
my nigga.
This comes out March 17th.
Oh yeah, my birthday.
So you will have been 23 for like 2 days, 3 days,
2 days
when that comes out.
Right.
2 days.
Happy early birthday, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, like, yeah, I'm 23. I'm already doing this, so when I'm 30, I'm gonna be straight.
Right.
So, like, if you're young, yeah, go ahead, bro. There's a lot.
Don't be like me. Do not gamble. Do not do that. You are not me. Don't do that. You are not me. You are not me. Don't do that.
It's real, but yeah, it's real. It's real out here. I was gonna like, and honestly, yeah, that's really all it is business and what.
It's crazy because real estate ain't even what you went to school for.
No, I went to school for political science.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Right? Like, so.
But what's the number one thing you like about what you do in real estate so far?
So far, really just talking to people, honestly. Like, talking to people about it. Yeah. Like,
that's far.
I think, I like having a conversation because like, I feel like I know a little bit of something, so people be like, yeah, all right. Because one of the things I'd be thinking about is like how we were having a conversation like earlier, before the podcast recorded. You know what I mean? Like, rents going up, you know what I mean? And a lot of people, not even a lot of people, the majority of people in America, at least, shout out to you Russian viewers. I know y'all exist in America.
They do exist because of Josh. Josh got hella Russian fan base.
Not the Russian gang.
Oh.
They just woke up now. Y'all just alerted them. Oh, man.
But yeah, the freaking yeah, we don't have enough money to like the afford rent. You know, like just working a regular 9 to 5, especially in Georgia. So, like I would recommend people just like think about buying a house.
Oh yes,
because like mortgage. Okay, so like the thing about mortgages that I learned from my mother because she.
All right. Sorry to cut you off. Let me ask you something important. All right.
Go ahead.
As a real estate agent, is it still fuck landlords?
Yeah, it's still fuck landlords.
Okay.
What? Right. Like, oh no, I've look. Even though I'm a real estate agent, look, I'm doing this. I'm doing this to survive. Right? I'm doing this so I don't have to work manual labor. Okay.
Right.
I'm cute, and I did that. I worked manual labor at Walmart. I had calluses on my fingers.
Oh.
yeah.
My hands used to be soft. Okay, like a baby's bottom.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that again. So,
I felt that.
you know what I mean? While we're in capitalist America, I will be a real estate agent. Yes, it's still fuck landlords. Yes,
still fuck landlords.
It's still well. Actually, no, unfuck landlords. I love landlords.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, no.
Please pay Quay money to buy a house.
Please pay me money. But yeah, this is a paid promotion
for Quay.
Yeah, this is paid
for Quay, the real estate agent. Hey, if y'all are trying to buy a house in Georgia, call this number on the screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just flashing on the screen.
But wow. Yeah, mortgage.
Okay, I was gonna ask you. I'm sorry to cut you off because I was gonna ask you about like, I guess, what is the current pricing of like, I guess monthly rent for like an apartment, and then what's like the compare and contrast to like a house.
Okay. So if I really can't give you a definitive number because each rental property, right, is just like the property values are just different, right? One rental property could be like thousands of rent because of where it's at, where it's located, if it's on a main road, and same for a house. You know what I mean? It just depends on like what type of house you're getting. But I will say that. Let's just say for the apartment that I'm living in, then I'm not paying for. I'm living with my dad. My dad pays us. Don't be asked. Hey viewer, don't think I'm like big bucks right now because I'm a real estate agent. I'm not. All right, this is the start of my.
Brian hasn't switched up yet. I
haven't switched up yet. I'm still a comrade. But like right now it's $1,200, right? And these are shitty apartments. Okay.
Yeah.
Old was old, right? I couldn't get good internet because the wiring was so old. It's dirty. It's not worth $1,200, right? And this is just I've honestly in kind of doxing myself here, but in the town that I'm currently in, right? Excuse me. The cheapest rent is like $700.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not bad. Right. It's not like New York or big city. I don't live in like in a big city, right?
Yeah, we live in a town.
Right. However, rents typically rise each time each time you renew your lease. You know what I'm saying? So with that $700 plus light, you know what I mean? Granted, you don't have to pay for water. You don't have to pay for, a lot of other bills. But typically it's like bundled with the rent.
Right.
So that, and my mom, her mortgage is about $400 a month. Right. So
because I was gonna ask about like, because I know you can put down payment and depending on how much you put, you can like adjust. Like that was I had a conversation when I last Thanksgiving with my cousin. She wants to move out with her homies, and she was telling me like the whole spiel about like how there's a bigger advantage of getting a house than an apartment. Because I was telling her I'm trying to move out, and she was like, "Nah, nigga, you gotta get a motherfucking house." And so she was telling me how you can kind of control how much you're paying depending on how much you put down when you get the house and all that stuff. And you can there's like typically most houses. I guess they don't have like a whatchamacallit, a contract or a lease thing like apartments do. So you can literally just say, "Hey, I'm done," boom, you can leave the house and not like continue paying. That's what at least she told me, but I don't know how it is, for every state and all that.
So I feel like this is universal, right?
Okay,
So she's not wrong.
Mhm.
However, she is kind of like misleading a little bit, right? And you can't just like say you have a mortgage, right? The mortgage isn't like you paying off the house. What that is you're paying off the loan. So you're paying off the
Right.
bank, right? So you could, technically you could just get up and be like, fuck it, I'm not playing this no more, right? Sell your house, but a portion of what you sold your house for has to go back to the bank to pretty much settle the debt.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But you can still profit off of it, right?
Okay.
You'll still walk out with like a couple thousand, but not really a couple thousand. Tens of thousands, depending on like the value of your house and that and how you fix it up or whatever. Depending on or how much of the loan that you've already. You know what I'm saying? So
that makes sense.
Honestly, the only thing of the property you're paying for is the property tax. Right.
Okay.
And that can, from my understanding, that can be done annually.
Really?
Yes. So the only thing monthly you really have to pay for is like, your bills, light, water, cable, what have you. Plus the mortgage that you're paying off, not to like the government, but to the bank in which you got your loan for. If you had a loan. Right. And then like once the year's done, boom, property tax. That's like a couple thousand.
Okay.
But
that makes sense.
But honestly, you would have made that. And it really just depends on, like I said, the property value, where it's at. You know what I mean? And what I want, and I'm not trying to like tell anyone to go buy a house, right? Maybe a real estate agent, but like I said, I'm new, right? So my word is not law yet.
Yet.
But I will say that in the long run, it's better for you to just buy a house, right? Now, the only problem with that is, and what people aren't going to tell you, is that down payment. Now, depending on like, let's just say you like something easy to do math. You get $100,000, like you like want 100, right? Most banks will go up to 80%.
Okay.
Right? So you have to make up to 20%, but which is like $20. However, right here for my youngins, all right, I'm gonna put you on to something. FHA loans first, and this is government-backed loans. So
now you speaking to people. That one you speaking to people. That one, yeah.
This is government-backed loans. Okay, they can go up to 95% depending on your credit. Right?
Oh boy, that credit. Yep.
So if you have, you know what I mean, like but if you have like okay-ish credit, right, you're good. You can get like 95% of the loan. Like
really,
you can get like so you only have to pay put a down payment of like 3%, 5%.
Interesting.
That's good for a new that's why I'm saying like I want to get into the market of like younger people, and they're like, hey, you can buy a house. It's readily available to you. All you have to do is save up a little bit for the down payment, get you an FHA loan, and boom, first time buyer, boom. And then if you're a veteran or if you're in the military, you get loans 100%.
That makes sense.
You only have to put in the down payment.
Damn. Interesting.
So yeah, it's really just like money, and like so like you could like, but that's the thing about it though is that you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay, right? But it's gonna be like in the long run,
In the
right?
long run, yeah.
It's a nice investment because like say like for an apartment, even if everything I said was wrong and bullshit, right? You go out and buy yourself a house, right? Boom, that's your property. That's your real estate. Right? So when you're done tired of it, boom, you can just sell it. It's not a I have to pack up my lease and I gotta terminate my lease and I don't get anything back but a security deposit. No, you just sell it and then boom, you can probably go buy yourself another house. But either way, it's yours. Either way, no one can evict you unless you don't pay your mortgage. But like I said, mortgages aren't going to horrendous. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're a new home buyer, mortgages are not going to be more than like $1,000, because I'm pretty sure you're not going to buy like a $300,000 home.
Right,
that's like that.
Man, Clay is waiting to sell one of those though.
But you know what I mean?
That's big bucks.
But so hey, that's pretty much my spiel about it. You guys have any more questions?
I mean, that was informative. That was good. I don't got any questions. That was
Yeah, because I was asking mainly because of that. Because it was in 2020 when I was researching apartments, and I like to research heavy. I don't like to fucking do surface layer bullshit where it's like, oh yeah, you find your typical house. Like I try to make sure I find like the best price and then like good amenities, good location. Does it have these certain internet providers? All that shit. Yeah. And like my main issue is that from my experience, I've lived in, obviously student dorms, and on top of it, at the campus they have like off-campus apartments where it's pretty much like an apartment, but it's still, facilitating actual students and people who are part of the school program, and it kind of still worked as an apartment. And one thing I noticed is like walls too, like how loud people are. And it's hard to tell somebody, yo, be quiet if they don't want to be quiet. And then you got to get somebody to get down there. And the walls are going to be thin regardless. So it's like there's just certain things that, you're kind of locked in when you just carelessly just, go and get an apartment. And so I was doing the research for my specific location, which I don't mind disclosing, which is Tulsa. It's a pretty big city in Oklahoma. And their rent per month was like 500 to 600. Like if you really want to like get into, the cheapest, but like the best quality, it was like around that. And then I did like research in like other cities, or at least other states like Texas, and it was like double that. And so I was thinking, I was like, I realized that it just varies state to state. But then I'm like also thinking, will this change? So I haven't done research since 2020 in my specific area location, but I will when the time comes. But then recently, like I said, I was talking with my cousin and she was like, no, you got to get a house. So it's pretty informative to hear what you were saying about the whole housing market and everything, and really the decisions you do to get one and all that. So
yeah,
we've had a real like interesting cast of guests this time it's gone on, because we've had like a professional editor, we've had we now have a professional real estate agent, we've had fucking what is it? We've had a professional semi-professional producer. because we've had Cam on.
Right, we had. Oh yeah, you know that's right. That's right.
We've had
over 5, right?
Huh?
We had Cam, Ben.
Ben also has played. Yeah, we had Izzo, and Izzo doesn't have any credentials to speak of whatsoever. To be fair, she's just Irish.
Damn, I knew you were gonna fucking discredit.
Let's see. There's Ben who played. I don't think he played professionally, but he like I guess somewhat professionally played handball here. Like he was traveling around, like he went to like Chicago and like somewhere in Ohio and stuff like that. Like he was going around to play the sport. So we also technically have somebody who's played sports at a high level here as well. So really interesting cast of characters we've had on the podcast.
Yeah, very informative.
And I am not a professional at anything. Keep that in mind.
Here we go. Straight cut.
Here we go. Name something I have professional credentials for.
Professional credentials? Like
yes. Name something that I yeah.
It's not like you went to school for it, but like you're fucking smart, and intelligent in a lot of things that most people aren't.
I mean, yeah, but having
you're
knowledge,
fucking content creator, business,
having knowledge, and
guru. Goddamn!
Don't ever call me that shit ever again.
You have a lot of things under your belt. It's just not like labeled, officially through like a institute. Yeah,
you're.
What'd you say, Quay?
I say you're a coach.
I am a coach. That is true.
Right.
I'm a coach for a lot of things, but still, I'm not a professional at anything. And you motherfuckers are making it hard for me to abscond myself of anything I say that will eventually be incorrect that somebody listens to and tries to replicate.
Look, I've been in.
You're an artist.
I'm not no damn artist.
And let me tell you, bro, that university shit that's for the birds. Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Both of y'all say that. Both of y'all say that.
Yeah, nigga, I got a fucking IT degree. I ain't using that.
Oh, bro, I got a political science degree.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's bullshit. It's bull. Don't do it.
They make you pay for it for like a piece of paper that you may or not even get a job at.
Right.
Like,
oh my god,
bro, like.
The irony of working so hard just for you to not get a job from that motherfucker.
Oh, bro, if I really like still like if I go back to college, I ain't gonna do. I can't do shit with that degree, bro. Instead of move to Atlanta, I'm not trying to move to damn Atlanta. And may or may not get a job, and not even get a job. Man,
in the hood and broke.
I'm not fucking Atlanta, bro. Oh my god, I'm not doing that. No,
why not?
I'm gonna be a real estate agent in the middle Georgia area, okay? I'll stay my ass here. Yo, y'all want some property in the middle Georgia area? Let me know.
Right. Call this number on the screen right now.
Call this number on the screen. Also, while we're on the subject, before I forget, trailer parks. Buy trailers.
That's the move?
Yeah, that's a move. Trailer parks. If you're a first time buyer,
you have to sell me. You're gonna have to sell me.
If you're a first time buyer, yeah, that's what no, deadass. That is the move.
Because like they're cheap. Right? You don't like, you know what I mean? Like I said, they're cheap. You only really pay you already pretty much paid off the trailer, right? The only thing you're paying for it is like renting the land, right? Where you put your trailer at, right? You could move your trailer if you so want to, and like I said, it's just a nice starter home. Let's stop the stigma when it comes to trailers. I'm probably gonna get a trailer my first home myself. Right, like I said, like it's just pretty cheap.
That shit's like a small studio apartment.
Well, and that's also an investment that you get to sell later.
Yeah, good.
I guess it would really be like
Cameron's
very
first,
helpful.
Yeah, Cameron's first house was a trailer, like when he moved out.
Because it depends on like where you can sell, like or like get the land for that trailer to be placed at. Like, is it convenient for you? Like, is it a safe area? You know, how,
It doesn't matter because you can technically buy the trailer and technically move it. Like, you can technically buy other land and just not worry about that.
Yeah.
But no,
And if you,
what I'm trying to say is, like, there's convenient spots and locations
yes,
for certain things, right? Like a neighborhood that's gonna have all the necessities for you know, a regular living situation. Is that gonna be there for every single place for a trailer to stay at? Like, I don't know how that would work. I don't know. I'm just curious.
well, you want to know the real technique? You fucking find, like, cheap land you can buy, and then buy the trailer, and then keep it on the land, and then just sell the trailer later on.
Yep.
Because then you don't have to pay shit, because the land is yours.
Just have to pay property taxes. But
oh yeah, well yeah, but that's just a given. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, get you find you a nice little trailer, get a nice little trailer park. Boom, you set for like a good couple of years, and then once you make that money and you get you like a nice little home, boom, there you go.
Yeah.
Sell the trailer, you got you, boom, there you go, down payment, there you go, boom.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
It's there.
But like,
it's there, bro.
But there's a stigma between with trailers. But in my real, when I was like studying my real estate, I was like, yeah, they were telling me about like in the class they would talk about trailer. I'm like, you know what? That don't sound pretty bad. Just...
the only thing bad about it is we get tornadoes here.
Sometimes. Yeah, if you get a trailer.
Don't talk to me about tornadoes.
Oh yeah,
that is true.
We gotta fight, but hey, you know what I mean? Just dodge the tornado, dude. Like, come on.
It's skill issue, bro.
Yeah, that's a skill issue at that point, bro. Just stand out there and
drive that bitch out.
Right, just say no, and then the trailer's gonna real. If you bought it, the tornado gonna turn right around.
Bro, nigga, dead ass. When we get tornado sirens, like, we are not phased. Like, we have a whole like underground shelter in our house, but we just dead ass like, okay. And like,
okay,
like we literally don't do shit. Like, we just know like ain't nothing gonna happen. If it does happen, like, bro,
we got insurance.
Like, we chilling.
We got insurance.
We got insurance.
Yeah, we got insurance. We got that fucking.
Because y'all just get a fuck ton of tornadoes. Y'all don't get like crazy big tornadoes, right?
Yeah, we get just a shit ton of them that's always nearby, but they just sometimes they do damage, but for the most part, we never experienced it, so we were just like, okay, we're chilling. But
we get tornadoes here sometimes, but usually if it happens, it's like in my area, but it's not here.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not an issue I really worry about. Yeah, that shit's crazy though. That shit is crazy if you live in a trailer. That shit is the only downside about it. You are fucked. If you live in an area that gets earthquakes a lot, you're fucked. If you live in an area that gets tornadoes a lot, you're fucked.
But
if you live in fucking Florida, you're fucked.
But I will say, even if you lived in a house, right, and a tornado comes, you're still fucked anyway. So
I mean, it depends how big. It depends the level of the tornado. The thing is, any level of tornado fucks up a trailer. That's the problem.
There's a little gust of wind, your trailer's just
that nigga huff and puff and blow your damn house down.
God damn. Chopping up fucking onions and that shit in your fucking thigh. What you gonna do? That shit tilt. Like, bro, how?
A little bit of wind magic is weak.
That's all it takes.
A little bit of wind magic.
Bro just gets through something stressful. He like wipes his eyebrow. He goes, whew, and the entire house just fucking starts shaking. He goes, oh, what's happening?
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Get down!
I'd hate the fuck out of that shit.
You can't turn no fan on, no type of it's gonna be hot.
Shit.
Is there a weight limit?
Is there a weight limit?
I'm assuming that there's no fucking weight limit or like anything like would you have to be I'm assuming you would have to be on even like ground, and if there was like somewhat unstable like planes, is there a way to like I don't know, like is there like movable legs on that shit where you can just like
Bro, it's like you living in a Transformer trailer for her.
Like, can you make that shit fucking work in any situation? Because I'm like, I don't know.
So
I was just thinking about that.
know. However, there are like big ass fucking trucks that like will move a trailer to another. I know that much.
Oh, really?
There's like you can just load. I don't know what the hell they do, right? But they just load that bitch up and then they just go.
Right.
What you do? You wake up, you in a different spot.
Oh, bro.
What you did? A repo man come to take your trailer back.
Take to the trailer, bro.
You wake up and you in the parking lot.
What the hell?
Shit, you can have it, bro.
I'd be so mad, bro.
Like, what can you do, bro? They took your whole shit.
They took everything, bro.
You in their property now. It's like, okay, shit. There's the keys.
Says shit. I'ma live here, bro.
Right.
You got that? Hey, it's your property. That means you got to pay, bro. I'ma live here. But
That's crazy.
yeah, that's very informative, though. It's very informative.
Yeah.
Interesting episode.
Yeah, shit.
God damn.
Long ass episode.
Long episode? Kinda, a little bit, but not really.
I mean, they probably deserve it. We haven't.
We haven't, yeah, we...
Y'all gonna be
Yeah,
eating
that's
this
been-
one.
Yeah.
Eating good.
Y'all gonna be getting information, and if you call the number on the screen right now,
Right.
if you live in the middle Georgia area, want house, call this number.
Yeah, shit.
What do you do if I start actually putting your phone number on the screen, Clay?
I mean, I guess so. Thanks.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, like, my phone number is literally on my Instagram and my Facebook page. So, like, and,
Oh, we could actually link those instead. We can link those.
yeah.
We can link the Instagram, Facebook. Go check it if you live in the middle Georgia area and this sounds interesting. You're like, hey, I want a fucking house.
Tell me more about this FHA loan you're talking about.
Tell me more about this, how I save money.
Tell me about this. Tell me more. Yeah, I'm down. I'm always down to talk about it. I ain't like I spent like $1,000 trying to get this license. Whatever.
Investing. Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for you. Just gonna say this. I'm sorry, bro.
What's up?
Have you made the money you spent trying to take the test back?
Hell no.
Oh.
I guess
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. I'm spending more money. You know, I gotta. Okay, so for my brokerage, I have to become a realtor. Okay, so
Okay.
you don't know the difference between a real estate agent and a realtor. Like, okay, so a realtor, you have to pay into this, and like, there's like a. So if like every realtor is a real estate agent, but not every real estate agent is.
Okay, sure.
So my brokerage is a requirement that you have to be a realtor. Guess how much that costs?
Oh boy.
$3K.
Oh no, ooh, $500.
Okay. Whew. You had me scared. Sorry, I just blew the trailer park down.
Oh my god.
Damn it!
Nigga, you the big bad wolf?
I told you I huff and I puff and I blow that bitch down, bro.
Then I just cleaned this up.
I just cleaned this.
I went outside. I walked 2 blocks to do the afterwards to wipe my sweat off.
That's crazy. Bitch, I just cleaned this up.
Bro starts snoring in his sleep and it felt like an earthquake at the trailer park.
Right?
I had to keep my mouth closed when I sleep.
Shit gyrated.
You just gotta learn how to not breathe and just don't breathe. Stop breathing.
Just don't breathe, bro. It's a skill gap.
Right.
That's crazy.
Me, I wouldn't be caught dead breathing in a trailer park.
Right.
Be caught dead breathing, bro. That's just facts.
I just wake up dead, bro. I'll just wake up.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't be caught dead breathing, bro. That's just not real. That shit don't happen.
It don't.
Nigga, you ain't got the breathless perk? Bruh. Come on.
Bro. Bro, you gotta reinstall, man. You gotta uninstall, reinstall.
That's crazy.
Yeah, another episode like this, and Koi's gonna become an unofficial third member.
Just you wait, guys.
Just you wait, bro. What you got planned that I don't?
I don't know.
All that build up for nothing. You don't even know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Ask me next episode, and yeah, yeah. This is just a to be continued.
Is it to be continued? Yeah.
Yeah. Insert.
I can't. That song is copyrighted.
Oh. Don't insert roundabout.
All right. Well, with that being said, is there anything you guys would like to end this episode off with?
Support black businesses.
Support black businesses. You can do that by clicking on Koya's. What are we linking? What are we linking for you?
We can link the IG.
Yeah. Okay, so so you can quite literally support black business by clicking that Instagram link down below.
Right.
For Koya, and also by subscribing. If you don't subscribe, you're racist and hate black people.
Yep.
And couldn't wait for February to end.
Right.
And also you hate trans people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that's also true. And also you don't like gay people. Also. What's another one? And also you hate women. You don't like women either.
Mm-hmm.
And also you ugly. Also, you just ugly. Because the thing is, you can't be all the previous things I just said and be ugly. Like, how the fuck do you even do that? Stupid looking ass.
Damn.
What else?
Imagine being ugly.
Imagine being ugly. Yeah,
that's
real
crazy.
I'm black and beautiful, baby. You'll see if you look at
look at the Instagram. The link down below. Hey,
there, looking beautiful and shit.
All right, well,
confidence.
With that being said, I think it's about time we got the fuck out of here. So,
yes, sir.
I'll see y'all later.